Okay, so this is video on the 2012 CJAA VW TDI, and I'm making this video because I had this problem and it took me like 2.5 hours of working and figuring that stuff out and research to get it solved. So here is the deal. So let's say you're going to replace either your fuel filter, check your fuel metering valve, or really anything to do with the injection system. You get everything buttoned up, you go over to your VCDS and you prime everything, everything's looking great, and then you go to start it and you get a crank no start. Multiple crank no starts. I would try it a couple of times, hooked up a battery pack, all of that. And what would happen is, looking on VCDS and graphing it, this is an engine. It is the measuring blocks. It's block 1, number 3, and that shows your injection timing and all of that. But the blue would be my fuel pressure, rail fuel pressure, and it would kind of bounce up and down from 88 bar down to like 10 to 88 to 10 to 88 to 10. Now on a TDI, a common rail TDI, you need about 150 bar at least from the sensor to start. So, and running it should be around 350. So that's a lot, really low, and it was bouncing. That's the real diagnostic you're looking for, is bouncing fuel pressure. And what it is it's air in the system that got trapped there or anything like that. Now, it sounds crazy. You'll find, if you look it up online, you'll find a bunch of advice saying, crack your injectors, do this, that, and the other. TDIs, it's way more simple than that. You don't got to do all of that. So all you need to do to resolve the airlock that is happening, that you can tell from that bouncing rail pressure, is come over here to your engine and get one of these brake booster vacuum pump type things. And it doesn't need to be super nice or super sealed. All you need is 15 psi about. And you can either come down here to the fuel return to the fuel filter, or the easiest one, and the one I like to do because it's about close to the highest point, is right here. I believe that is an injector return line. I'm not sure, don't quote me on it. But I clamped that off, took it off, and put just a little rubber hose onto that T and pumped it up to about 15 psi. It's easier if you have another person so that you can swap it out real quickly once you get all the air bubbles out. If you see a air bubble, keep going. That means there's more. I went and I got, a decent amount of fuel out of it before I got all the air bubbles out. And then once you're confident that you've got all the air bubbles out, just go back to your VCDS and prime the fuel system again, just like you would replacing a fuel filter, and then run it and it should fire right up. Anyways, hope that helps. Hope it's a little bit simpler than everything else that is out there on the internet, and hope it helps someone.